Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teach and rule well. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect Akim, pushing this word with truth and sincerity. And Shalom to the Bayath, Shah Dawadah, the House of David. The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American are the Israelites, God's chosen people in the Bible. This includes the speckled bird, who may look like the heathen, but their father's line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Alright, salvation is for Israel and Israel alone. This is the brother Karatazah of Men of Valor Las Vegas camp, coming back to you with another lesson. Lord willing, it be edifying. Okay. And we're just going to speak on, alright, through the Spirit, alright, that, the unrighteous decrees and unrighteous rulership of this devil, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay. Something I seen earlier, alright, while grabbing a sandwich from the store, you had a Jake, who I believe, he looked like an Edomite, but I believe he was a Jake, after my encounter with him, because his spirit was really sincere, and I just perceived him to be of the nation. But while buying this sandwich, alright, this man couldn't have been any less than 70 years old. Alright. Which goes to show Esau, Edom, under his queendom, alright, he gonna work you to death. Alright, that's his main goal, to squeeze the life out of you. He don't care as long as it benefits himself. Alright. But it just shows that he has no, to be forced to work at that age, alright, is a sign of this economic collapse. Okay. It's also a sign of Esau's wickedness. Okay, because the scriptures actually talk about, how Esau is going to, wear out his saints. How he doesn't have no pity for the young or the old. Okay. He has no pity for his own people. Okay, they're in a bad case as well. Alright, they're slaves to this system as well. Alright, pretty much we need the kingdom sooner than we think, and as fast as Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai can come back and deliver us, which is, it's gonna be on time, but we needed it yesterday. This hell is only gonna intensify, but as it goes on, we're gonna really see how wicked this devil is. So I'll keep it at that. I had another, which actually sparked another incident. Seeing that. And the sad part about it is that old ass man worked better than half of you. You young, the younger generation. And he could barely walk, That goes to show that the mirth is going, as that saying goes, that the strong men produce a weak generation, and so on and so forth. I don't know how it's exactly worded, but if you know what I'm referencing. Something along the lines of a weak nation, or a weak men produce strong men. Then strong men produce weak men. We in the times of the system that we in. That's why you have all these soft ass men walking around like women, and you have all these, buff neck, bearded ladies like walking around trying to be a damn man. All right, the society's flipped ass backwards. But we gonna get to the scripture. Oh, I wanted to say real quick. Another time I encountered a woman, and she was Eve. She was probably in her late 50s, working at a different store, but she just got off surgery. Okay. Now, if Esau will have you come back 2-3 days after surgery and make you work, all right, and she told them she didn't think she was good to come in, but when I got to the cashier, to check out, she was in a lot of pain. She could barely, do her job sitting down, and they forced her to come back early, knowing she just got off of surgery. And this devil has no care for his people, and he needs to be taken out of rulership, and that's exactly what Yahweh Shem Shah is going to do. All right, we're gonna get this in the book of Sirach. And the state that the economy's in, man, we're seeing the older population, 60, where you would usually retire, actually, still having to work because they can't pay bills. They can't, what their retirement funds going away. Actually, you had a few videos come out on YouTube, some shorts of like I believe it was like a trucking company where they wiped out and had to clear out their pension plan, just and the man that had put money in that pension relied on this system to save him and had none of his earnings. That's robbery, man, in plain sight. And if you put up some money and thought, and we're banking on that money to retire and hold you over, and then they just tell you, oh, we can't give it to you no more. Man, this place is through. And a lot more funds and things of that nature are going to be taken away and stripped of you. As I believe it was last year or 2 years ago, you had that devil, from the West say that retirement is a thing of the past. And I believe, Lord willing, I'm quoting it right, but I believe that he said that. Okay. So this place has to go, man. And we're coming into a time of complete mourning. The earth is mourning, as it says in Isaiah, the 24th chapter. This is going to be the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach 10. I'm going to start at 1. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and government of a prudent man is well ordered. Right. So when you have wise judges and prudent men in rulership, not these wicked devils, hey, the place is going to be running smoothly, and that's what we're looking forward to in the kingdom when we have the King of Kings, Yahweh Shai, and King David ruling over us. All right, and then the 144,000 elect men being judges of the earth, and it's going to be beautiful. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his rulers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are the people, are all they that dwell therein. Okay, so that time, the time that we're in, who's in office? Sleepy Joe. All right, and most of you people is asleep. Most of y'all proud Americans are delusional as hell. All right, and it ain't gonna be no better with K in there. All right. Ain't gonna be no better with DT, Donald Trump. All right, he ain't gonna be able to save you. She ain't gonna be able to save you. We're gonna see what damn devil or heathen that they put in. All right. An unwise king destroyeth his people, and that's what this system does. But through the prudence, and that's why you have people on drugs, on on all these pharmaceuticals, all right, keeping them in a low state, getting them sick, pretty much on purpose, keeping them bugged out in their mind. But through prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. So, all right, they promote death here. It says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, right? Because he set it up, who's in rulership. He put them there for a reason. He's going to show you why he did it, because he's going to take them out in fashion, and he's going to show you the glory of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. He's going to show you his glory in the Israelites, Yasharallah. And the next rulership. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay? It says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. All right? So we're going to be profitable. It's going to be, beneficial for the Israelites to be in that top seat. This is going to, I'm dropping down to verse 8. Sirach 10 and 8, it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Okay? So the unwise king is in rulership now, and now it's going to be transferred, all right, to that profitable king, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai's rulership is coming. Yasharalah's rulership is coming. Okay, the kingdom is at hand. All right, but we can see the destruction that this devil has done in this place. I mean, you still got 70-year-old man working a daily job, man. You're taking old people's and plan on taking all their benefits from them. Okay, these are all things that have been talked about. Okay, talked about in the news, talked about in the legislation. All right, they're gonna strip to a couple years back. They were speaking about how they gonna stop. They're gonna take all the Social Security away. So how are those people gonna live? You know what? They're not. They're not gonna be able to provide for themselves. A lot of those people can't even go get up and get a job for themselves. All right. And it's all because of the wickedness of E, man. He don't have no knowledge or care in his heart. You think and he got you bugged out to believe that he has you in his best interest. Okay. This is what it says in the book of Daniel 7, and I believe it's going to be verse 25. And it reads, it says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High. And this is none other than Esau Edom. All right, he speaks blasphemy of the Most High. He's adverse. And shall wear out the saints of the Most High. How does he wear out the saints? Through this hard, rigorous labor. All right. He's making you work more for less. All right. Now it seemed like he tried to give, he tried to deceive Jake by giving them all raises. But then the inflation going so high, what's that raise doing? It ain't doing shit. It feels like you're making less money than you were 2 years ago, even though you're making more, because it's going quicker. All right. It says, and think to change times and laws, and this devil's getting ready to change the laws on your ass. He gonna take away those so-called amendments that you got. All right, he gonna take away those the Constitution and produce a new one, a digital one, and make you get that thing in your head or your hand. All right, the MOTB. It says, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and dividing of times. And all right, and that dividing of times comes with Yahushua coming back and doing away with them. You know, putting them in captivity, putting the chains, you know, reversing the roles. All right, the old not supposed to be living like that. All right, they should be getting taken care of. Or be able to get put in easier jobs where, you know, that they could actually do. But we know this devil ain't right. This is we're gonna jump. Let's go to Deuteronomy. This is part of the curses. John the Revelator worked on Patmos till he died. You know, he was in servitude as a prisoner on the island of Patmos till he died. Same thing we here. We damn near got to work in America, especially if you jaked, till you die. This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 49, and it reads, It reads, Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as an eagle. And we know the eagle symbolizes Esau pride. All right. Swift as the eagle fleeth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. So, you know, it don't matter what you is. All right. They gonna hate you. Old, young. Hey, Esau has a perpetual hatred for you. Okay, let's get Isaiah. I'm on 47 right now. Yeah. Actually, let's go Isaiah 14. And don't be deceived by these devils. They know exactly what they doing, man. They know exactly what they doing. And they dead wrong. This is Isaiah 14 and verse... Yeah, in verse 6. I'm going to say... Yeah, and the good thing is the Lord, you know, he's doing away with them. All right, he's going to do away with this wicked-ass rulership. Isaiah 14 and 6, it says... Actually, I'm going to start at 5. It says, the Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath. So it went from the future prophecy of Esau, Edom being taken out. All right, and it's telling you what he did. It said, he who smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke. All right, he never let up on you, Jake. He that ruled the nations in anger. Okay, so he ain't never let up on you from the time you was young to the time he was old. It was always about what he could get out of you. All right. Is persecuted and none hindereth. Okay. So he's going to be persecuted and no one's going to be, you know, left behind. He ruled in what? It said here he ruled in anger. Okay. That's why he got to go. And when you angry, You do everything based off of emotion or emotional, irrational. All right, we're and that's why it says in Revelation 12:12. All right, rejoice ye heavens. All right, because the devil has come down with great wrath, knowing that he hath but a little time, but a short time. All right, because he's making a whole bunch of irrational decisions, whether Trump or that witch get in office. All right, there's a lot of irrational decisions that are going to be made. One of them, you know, and that's going to create, whatever happens after whoever gets in that office. If it doesn't already pop off before then, hey, the third world war gonna get popping. It's gonna be a couple moves made, and then it's gonna be on. All right. I was watching a prepper. Another sign that this queendom is going down. People is losing jobs to AI. All right, AI is taking over. All right, I noticed it with doing my work. I just do gig work, but now when you try to call in and get help, you got to go through 10, 12 steps to talk to a human. They're fighting with the phone because they can't understand you. All right, so these robots are taking people's jobs now, and then think now. I deliver food. I go into fast food places, so on and so forth. But all these fast food restaurants are setting up their stores. A lot of places like McDonald's are having their stores remodeled. All right, because it's going to be a AI. It's going to be a robotic. It's going to be ran by robotics. All right, you don't need 10, 12 people working there. You don't need the cook. All right, that's all done by a robot. You're gonna have robots bringing it out, as we already seen with Denny's. Okay, so it's same shit with the warehouse jobs. Okay, this is gonna be Isaiah 47, right? Yeah, let's get 47. 47, I'm going to jump to the point in verse 6. It says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them in thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy upon the ancient. Hast thou very heavily laid the yoke. That's what these devils are guilty of. Very heavily laid the yoke on even the ancient. Okay, it hurts you when you see a woman 50, 60 plus years old having to work, all right, just getting out of surgery, especially if she's of your nation, man. Hurts me to see that of a woman of any nation. All right, an old man that having struggling walking, doing his job and being more respectful than sincerely doing his job, man. But he shouldn't even have to do that, and that's the wickedness of this kingdom, man. Y'all, but it's gonna be brought down. And I'm going to read 7 too. It says, and thou says, I shall be a lady. All right, talking about Babylon the Great. Forever. You think this place going to live forever. It says, so that thou didst not lay these things to heart. So you kept on doing it. Babylon kept on doing it, thinking nothing was going to come back from it. All right, it says, neither didst thou remember the latter end of it. Right, so you didn't remember what the Lord said. He gonna reward you double according to your deeds. All right, the end of this is thermonuclear fire, and you're very much worthy of it. This is You know what? I'm gonna leave it there. I was just gonna get Zechariah 1:15, but I think that's a good point to leave it off on. Pretty much just to quote it that he's mad with the heathen. I'll just grab it. Sounded like a good ending point, but already. Let me pull this. Zechariah 1. And verse 15, it reads, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. Right, this is going into the latter end. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. Right, the heathen helped forward the affliction on the Israelites. All right, they joined hand in hand with this beast system. All right, and did and went above and beyond. Okay. It says, therefore, thus saith Yahweh, I am returned to Jerusalem with mercies. My house shall be built in it, saith the Lord of hosts, and a line shall be stretched forth from Jerusalem. All right. So in that time, Israel's gonna stand, and these other nations, they gonna receive that heavy yoke on them. All right. The tides are gonna turn. All right. Kwame Yasharala. All right. And shalom to the elect.